What you guys, got another video here for you. Don't get locked out of your Windows 11 PC. Fix this now. We're taking a look at a Windows 11 installation. What's pretty common with Windows 11 installations is that it enables BitLocker during the installation process. And the average user doesn't even know what BitLocker is. BitLocker is an encryption that protects your data from physical theft, but it also induces risks related to permanent data lockouts, cloud key exposure, and also physical bypass vulnerabilities. So the key risks of BitLocker encryption are permanent data loss from lockouts. If your motherboard fails, or your BIOS updates, or your system configuration has a change, BitLocker may trigger a recovery lock just like this. And if you don't have the key to unlock it, you're basically going to lose all your data because it's encrypted. You can't do data recovery with an encrypted drive if you don't have the key. Now, without manually backing up your recovery key, your data is permanently inaccessible. Now, if you're lucky, you may have your BitLocker recovery key attached to your Microsoft account, which makes recovery a lot easier. But some people don't, and they store it somewhere and they lose it, and that means you're going to lose your data forever. Now, if you don't want this to happen, during the installation process, BitLocker will automatically be engaged. That means it's going to start encrypting all of the drives on that system. Now, this could be all your sensitive information, and this can be literally all of your holiday photos, your work, your coursework, whatever it may be that you have stored on your drive will be encrypted. And I'm going to show you how you can stop this process right at the beginning. But before we do that, let's have a quick word from today's video sponsor, CD Key Sales. If you're looking for cheap Windows 10 Pro or cheap Windows 11 Pro OEM keys, then check out the links in the video description. Once you've made your choice on purchase, you can create an account, and then you can go over to the main page and see the promotion code here, capital B, capital R09, and apply that to your order and get a 30% discount on all of your purchases on CD Key Sales. They will then send you your key. You can head over to the activation center and activate your version of Windows, just like you see on the screen right here. Super easy to do, and you'll have a full version of Windows 11. So let me show you how we can quickly disable BitLocker during the installation process. A lot of people don't know how to do this, but type CMD in the search box and run this as administrator. From here, a black box will pop up like this. You need to type in a command that you'll see on the screen right now. It's super easy. Just type manage-bde space-status. This will give us the status of BitLocker to see whether it's disabled or whether it's running. And as you can see, during the installation process, the conversion status is encryption is in progress. So now you can push your up arrow key, just remove the status and type this command, manage-bde space-off space-c:. This is to disable the encryption process on our C drive. If you've got other drives, you will need to put those letters in. But I've only got one drive here, so I'm going to leave the C drive as my main drive to disable it. So let me go ahead and do that right here. And now it will say decryption is now in progress. So basically, we're reversing the cycle and stopping Microsoft from encrypting our data and our drives after the installation of Windows 11. So it's now starting to decrypt our drives. You can always put the status command back in, and it will tell you that it is decrypting your drives as well, just like you can see up the top where it says encryption in progress. Let me quickly do that so you can see what that looks like. Now, this might take a bit of time depending on the size of your drive. So we're going to use the status command again, and you can see now decryption is in progress. So we've reversed that cycle and we've stopped it right at the crucial moment. There's only 1.9% of it encrypted, and it's going to unencrypt that straight away. And the reason why this is important, because most people don't even know this is happening. And what happens is they go and install Windows, they don't even know their drive is encrypted, and of course, what happens is they lose their key and they end up having to take it to a PC repair shop where they will charge them an absolute fortune to get their data back or unlock their drive. And you can always type BitLocker in the search and it will tell you on the manage-bde program that it's decrypting our drives for us. And as far as I'm concerned, the majority of people that are just home users don't need their drive encrypted. It's not as if they're working for the Secret Service and they have eyes-only documents that only they can see. That is the case, then you want to use something more stronger than BitLocker. And you can now see that we've got fully decrypted drives after we put the status command in one more time, and we can now go back into the BitLocker manager and you'll see that the BitLocker is now turned off because we've now turned that feature off. We've stopped it in its tracks and stopped it from encrypting all of your data. Now, of course, if you've got multiple drives plugged in, it's going to start encrypting all of the drives on that system. So bear that in mind. And a lot of people don't even know this is happening until it's too late and they've lost their key. They don't even know what a key is. They've lost it somewhere and they end up not being able to gain access to all their precious data. And I've even seen Windows updates triggering a BitLocker recovery key just like this. And some people then realize they haven't got their key to hand and now they can't access all of their drive and they can't access their data. If you're thinking I could boot into a, say, Windows Live CD or even a Linux distribution and try to access your data that way, it will say this drive is encrypted and you won't be able to gain access to it that way. The only way you can gain access is by having that key. So it's important if you do use BitLocker to keep your key safe. The best way to keep it safe is obviously keeping it attached to your Microsoft account. I know all of the privacy concerned people out there are going to disagree. And that is why Microsoft are forcing Microsoft accounts during the installation of Windows, because straight away the BitLocker key will be attached to your Microsoft account. But if you're enforcing a local account by using sort of bypass methods, then you could end up losing your key and end up losing all your data. It's that simple. So if you know what you're doing with BitLocker and you understand what the program is and what it's doing, it's not so much of an issue. But if you're new to computers and you're new to BitLocker and encryption, then you really do need to start thinking about backing up your key and having it in different places so you've always got access to that key so you can gain access to your data if you want to continue to use BitLocker and encryption on your drives. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support. Have a lovely weekend and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.